up, folks? I'm shirtless. That means you know it's the intro. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Beyond Bulking. And it's been a few weeks since you've seen me. Now, this week is going to be a combination of a couple different weeks where I have a few different things going on. You're going to see me take a trip out to Canada to go visit my friends Landon and Laura and attend their L2 Fitness Summit. So we just pulled up to L2. This is Landon and Laura, my hosts and very, very good friends. They're also in the same mastermind as me. We're going to go train at their gym. I'm going to be that douchey guy with a camera walking around pointing at himself. Very narcissistic. So we are gonna go train. I'm gonna give you guys a quick insight as to what their facility looks like. Lots of fun stuff. Different ways to do some hip thrusts, benches. Here in a second, Landon and I will be doing some squatting. Workout done. I'm still not jacked, but I'm feeling so fucking anabolic right now, you have no idea. We're gonna go get some protein shakes. We're gonna go hit that leucine threshold, and by doing that, I think I'll feel a lot more jacked after that, but I'm not 100% sure. So, where are we going to get protein shakes at? Hurts so good. See you guys. Lens cap thing, man. Always fucking. I look at it and I'm like, why is it black? It's like, because you're partially retarded, Alex. That might be why. So we just all right, so we just stopped and got Herc's Nutrition, one of their shakes that I always see Landon and Laura getting, and they're fucking top notch. I gotta say, the hype
done already.
She's all finished. She's a beast, that's why. Super delicious dinner, lots of good drinks, fucking even better conversation that I would never include in here because it's just, I mean, that's weird. It's the top secret. It's the top secret shit.
I've got a dessert tour planned.
Landon's like, come to Alberta and I'll just feed you. Come to Edmonton, I'm sorry. Come to Edmonton and I'm just gonna feed you.
I'll show you my anti-gluten-free diet.
Landon, are there toxins in that gluten though, is what I wanna know.
Extra.
Extra? Will it impact your hormones?
Probably. But we don't need those.
We don't need those. We don't need those at all. Alrighty, so I'm headed home now. Who knows what we'll do? Probably go to sleep old as fuck.
80 years old.
80. I'm personally 85. Over and out. Next, you're gonna hear about why I've changed how I'm eating dramatically because I was feeling really low energy and having big cognitive crashes throughout the day. So the very first thing to chat about would be kind of some of the changes that I've made to my nutrition right now. Honestly, my weight has been really good. So as of today, my weight was 182 pounds on the dot, which means I only have 5 more pounds to go, which is really encouraging. I feel like things are definitely moving in the right direction. So I want to cover with you guys really quick the changes that I've been making to my diet as of late. So number one is I actually cut out the fasting day every Monday. In the very beginning, that was actually really nice and it was very helpful to make sure that I was kind of maintaining my appetite and everything like that. But my weight started to get really sticky. So I needed to find a way to increase calories, and doing that on a Monday made it pretty easy. So I've kind of nixed the fast day. The next thing is I've been having a number of different issues with the bulk. With regards to not just my energy, but a couple of other things. So first and foremost, let's just cover them kind of in order. A lot of trouble getting up in the morning. I feel really, really fatigued, and it doesn't matter whether I get, 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep. I always feel really, really tired first thing in the morning, and it's very difficult to get up. 7 days out of the week. It sucks. I'm not a fan. I can usually pop right out of bed and be totally fine and kind of jazzed and ready to go for the day. Get everything going. That has not been the case with the bulk. It's been really, really difficult. So that'd be the first thing, is getting up first thing in the morning is incrementally more difficult now than it ever has been before. The next thing would be after some of my larger meals, I would feel extremely lethargic. My thinking would get very foggy. Cognitively, I would not be very sharp, and I would have big energy crashes.
On, but instead of boring you, I'll go straight to my 42-point plan.
Walter?
So when you're trying to work a long day where you're making your entire living off of like your ability to problem solve for people and your ability to create content and to think sharply, quickly, and like move along throughout your day, that was a humongous barrier to it. And so I started to think, well, like, why is this happening? What's going on here? And so I had an idea that I experimented with that you guys haven't seen anything from, because I have been the world's shittiest blogger, legitimately. Where the first half of the day, I eat mostly keto. So my calories are still staying the exact same. But the biggest thing now is I'm eating a smaller volume of food. So like eggs with cheese and a little bit of spinach and then steak on the side is a much smaller amount of food than I was eating when I'd have like a bagel and yogurt and granola and peanut butter and Nutella. And I'll still have those meals. But the reality is I needed to figure out a way that I could still get the calories in, not feel quite as bogged down, and then also feel like I was kind of sharp and not feeling like I was having these big cognitive and energy dips. And so that's the big thing, is I switch over the first half of the day, I eat mostly keto, and it has worked like a charm. I feel much better, I feel lighter, I feel sharper, I feel cognitively like I can go for longer and don't always need to eat like every 2 to 3 hours or anything like that. I enjoy less frequent, larger meals. So there's that aspect of it all. Second half of the day, when I go to work out, when I'm more active, anything else along those lines, that is where I start to have a lot more carbs and kind of my bigger meals and things along those lines as well. So that would be my overall diet. The things that I'm trying to troubleshoot for would be mainly those. I just feel tired more often, I'll be honest. Like, I'll fall asleep at times when I don't feel like I should be falling asleep. Overall, my energy just kind of sucks. Like, you think that my energy would be great, but I'm, in essence, force-feeding myself more calories than I want to be eating. And last but certainly not least, we're going to discuss what I'm calling bulk boners. Why they matter, why they're possibly happening, and how they can be embarrassing in public. The bulk boners. Yeah, we're getting real vulnerable. We're talking about some kind of silly shit, but it's the reality. Since I've started the bulk, and since I have dramatically increased the amount of carbs and the amount of fat that I'm eating on a daily basis, I have noticed that, number one, in the very beginning, my libido went up. And that was pretty noticeable. It was never like deficient, but I noticed that there was a significant increase in my libido. I was just hornier more frequently. This is kind of what it came down to. Then, along with the increased libido, came what I'm now dubbing bulk boners. Bulk boners are kind of the same thing as when you're in high school and you randomly, for no apparent reason, doesn't matter what you do, just get a boner that doesn't go away for a long period of time.
You know what I do? I flip my boner up into my waistband. It hides it and it feels awesome. I almost put a load into my belly button.
And sometimes you'll be in public places like a coffee shop where it's not super conducive to that. So that is something that's been happening a lot more frequently in random places, random times. No thoughts of baseball or nuns or anything along that line will get them to go away. So that has been one of the unexpected, I guess, side effects of the bulk has been bulk boners. And how frequently I have them throughout the day is sometimes funny, sometimes not funny. So that is one of the unexpected side effects of it. That's everything that's changed. Hope you guys enjoy this week's vlog. As always, appreciate you for taking the time to watch. Bye.